Talking a little bit of rain and some snow as well.
We sure are, guys. Today's going to be a wet day. We're going to track the rain through the afternoon, and later on tonight, some of that's going to be transitioning over to snowfall. It looks like the best chance for accumulating snow will be south of the parkways, and I'll be showing that snow forecast map momentarily, but let's get started with what's going on so far this morning. Maybe you're going to be commuting into work and school here pretty early. We're noticing readings staying a little bit on the cooler side. Notice to the north, that's where temperatures are right at freezing from Madison towards Seymour currently. Mitchell at 28, that's your current temperature. And the wind chill factor, well, it feels like we're in the mid-20s in a couple of areas. Grab the hat as you do step out the door along with that winter jacket. Here's our forecast this morning. A couple of breaks in the clouds. We're going to be approaching the low 40s as we get into late this morning, and I do think we're going to climb to about 48 for a high temperature today. There will be rounds of rainfall beginning mid-afternoon today, right around 2 to 4 o'clock in Louisville is when that rainfall is going to be getting pretty darn heavy. Into tonight, you're reading this correct. There's a chance for some snow, mainly into the overnight hours, early overnight in Louisville. We're likely going to be seeing that snow possibly work its way into the forecast by as early as 9-10 p.m. in southern Kentuckiana. So again, rainfall is going to be transitioning over to snow into the nighttime hours tonight. We're mainly focusing on 1 to 2 inches, mainly staying along and south of the parkways with that snowfall. Snow and rain ending by midnight tonight. So again, we're not looking at an all-night rain and snow event. It'll likely be wrapping up by the early overnight hours, right around 1 or 2 a.m. as we can expect most spots to be kind of drying out. But again, all the areas shaded in this turquoise color, that's where the winter weather advisory is in effect. It begins tonight at 7 p.m., goes until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So a couple of roads, especially outside the city limits, will be a little bit difficult with travel, especially in southeast Kentuckiana. There's our low pressure churning across western Tennessee. There's a lot of warm air and rainfall, steady rain from Atlanta, central Alabama. They're getting drilled with some rainfall. But off to the west, there's that band of snow. And as it kind of shifts into Kentuckiana, it'll be turning to all rainfall. And that rain's going to be kind of making for some heavy bouts of that rain here later today. Take a look right around the 2 to about 4 o'clock hour. That rain's going to inch into Louisville. And this rain's going to be pretty darn heavy, especially as we get into late this afternoon and early evening. Notice by about 8-9 p.m. there may be a little bit of some light snow starting to work its way into the equation for Kentuckiana. I think the best shot of picking up a little light dusting of 1 to 2 inches will be found along into the southeast of a line from Frankfort to Eaton and Litchfield and points east of there. Notice in Louisville we're likely going to be warm enough for all this to be falling in the form of rain, and that snow will be continuing to really just stick around for portions towards Frankfort and points east of there even until about midnight tonight. So that rain and snow ending into the late night overnight hours here around midnight to about 1 a.m. off to the east. And this is where the atmosphere will be cool enough and long enough here where some of this is going to be falling as snow and accumulating snow. So there will be a nice little shot of 1 to 3 inches along our south and east communities into late tonight. Also, there's going to be a lot of rain with this system. We're going to be tracking actually upwards of 1 inch, maybe 1.5 inches of the rain beginning this afternoon and going into late tonight. There's our 7-day forecast. We're going to quiet down and see periods of sun into Valentine's Day. This coming weekend, next weekend, will be rather cool and pretty dry here with a lot of sun as well.